The best time of the year in Hot Springs rolls on. This is the 4A Boys Championship as we welcome you back to Bank OZK Arena. It is Mills and it is Morrilton, and it should be a great one. It is great to have you with us. Kyle Deckelbaum, Westmore. Looking forward to this. You're looking at a one-loss Mills team and a Morrilton team that has caught fire.
Mills has been number one all season long. They're the team to beat. They're the one with the bullseye on their chest. When you look at Morrilton, they have found a way, knocking off some number one seeds in the state tournament to keep advancing. Survive and advance. Now they need to survive and win a state championship.
You know, they're going to feel pretty good knocking off mighty Magnolia, by the way. We have coming off a great game earlier here. How about the Queen beating PA earlier?
Man, that was a fantastic game. The Queen jumped out to a 10-point lead, and here comes Pulaski Academy in the third quarter, making a 2-point game. Back and forth they go in the fourth quarter. The Queen pulls it out.
5A championships coming up tonight. It'll be Farmington GCT and Benton Maumelle. We are getting set for Mills and Morrilton, the 4A Boys Championship, coming up after this.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by...
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
UAMS is a proud supporter of Arkansas PBS Sports. UAMS Health provides orthopedic and sports medicine care across Arkansas, supporting athletes and teams throughout the state. Find out more at umshealth.com.
Back at Bank OZK Arena as we get set for the 4A Boys Championship, the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships here in Arkansas. PBS Sports, Kyle Deckelbaum, Westmore with you. Take a look at the bracket here, and let's start with Mills. They have rolled through these playoffs. Wins over Lone Oak, Pottsville, and Camden Fairview. Lopsided games here in the playoffs, and just a talented team, Wes. A lot of guys that we could spotlight, but how about Zaylen Rowland, the senior and the undisputed captain of this team?
How about a guy that's gone to 4 Final Fours in his career? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Heartbeat of the team. Captain of the team means so much to the Mills Comets.
Keys to the game here for Mills.
Mills got to go. I mean, let's go play ball. Do what you've been doing all season long. You saw how many points. 18 was their closest in the semifinals. Push that pace. Get up and down the court.
Yeah, Comet mascot there, about as good as it gets in high school sports. Back to the brackets here for the Morrilton Devil Dogs. 25-8 in the season. Wins over Westside. Wins over Dardanelle, and that big one over mighty Magnolia, handing Magnolia their first loss at home in 6 years to make it here to the state championship. And their key here, Isaiah Templeton, the junior.
19 points, 8 rebounds a game for him, and this is a guy who's dedicated his life basically to basketball and to changing his physique. He's lost 100 pounds. Can you imagine that, Kyle? Lose 100 pounds. That shows dedication.
No kidding.
It's hard to lose weight. It's hard for me to lose 5 pounds, and he's lost 100.
To lose 5 or 10 over the next year that it took him. We'll talk about his body transformation. Take a look at the keys here for Morrilton.
Morrilton's a football team on the basketball court. Muck it up. Do what you do. You look at Morrilton, and you're going to look up and you go, wow, they're only 4 points down, or they're 4 points ahead. That's the way they play, and then dominate the glass. Don't let Mills get out and run the ball. That's by getting some offensive rebounds and make it difficult on the Comets.
I'll take a look at the starting lineup here. First for Mills, it'll be Marshall Walls, Zaylen Rowland, who we mentioned, Zaylen Elliott. I don't know the last time we've had 2 Zaylens on the same team. By the way, there's a Zay as well on Morrilton. Anthony Hester, they call him Tall Tony, and Messiah Curry for Mills. For Morrilton, Ty Wright, the other guy we could have spotlighted, averaging 13 a game, a junior. Andrew Roden, Jamarcus Sandage, Isaiah Templeton, and Darius Tony. This is a Morrilton team, West, that certainly comes in with a lot to play for. They have been through a lot. It's a story that is well documented, and I think felt around the state. back in February, losing a teammate, Corey C.J. Clemens, as well as his mom, Taisha, his sister, Neltaya, and a crash on I-40. He was a big voice, a leader for this team. They have certainly rallied around and hashtag do it for 3, and they are 10-1 since. And as you see Mills preparing to take the court, a lot to play for on their side as well, Wes. This was a heartbreaking, a senseless tragedy at Park Plaza. The wife of girls basketball coach Joe Gregory passing. Certainly two teams that come in with a lot of emotion.
Sometimes when we face adversity, it brings a team together, and I think we've seen that with both Mills and Morrilton, the way these guys have come together as a family to mourn the loss, to be there for each other, and it's carried over onto the court, and they're playing with something extra on their heart today.
It's a big part of the story for both these teams, and by the way, Raymond Cooper very open about losing his son as well 5 years ago. He was just 28. So the starters here for Morrilton. Talked to head coach Keith Zachary, by the way, about what he said to his team after that tragedy when they lost one of their teammates. And he said, I really struggled to come up with the right words. Wasn't sure if he nailed it, but certainly the team has responded. They played the next night. They are 10-1 since that tragedy.
I was there the next night after they found out when they played Pulaski Academy, and for the team to meet together, and coach tried to do everything just to postpone the game, push it back a little bit, and the team said, no, we're going to play because that's what CJ would want us to do. If we could ask him right now, he would definitely say play the game. And so they played the next night and hit a game winner right at the buzzer. I mean, it was just almost like a movie script for the way they won that game.
Morrilton making its 10th state championship appearance, their first trip since 2021 when they lost to the St. Mills Comets 49-46. Last time Morrilton won a title, 1991. Meanwhile, for Mills, 4 titles, 2021, 2020, and the COVID year 17 and 04, their first trip since that 2021 championship. Ready for tip here. It'll be Anthony Hester, the 6'6 junior.
Actually, we're not ready for tip because they were already running the clock.
Yeah.
It's 7 minutes and 52 seconds right now. We haven't tipped off.
These two teams played 13 days ago in the regional championship game. On March 1st, 57-45 win for Mills. Morrilton coach Keith Zachary called that the fastest pace, the most physical game that they've played all season. We'll see Morrilton here first. A lot of football players. They're a tough team, Wes. They can also really shoot.
Oh, they can defend. They're going to get after you.
Good to have you with us as we get underway here in the 4A Boys Championship. Kyle Deckelbaum, Wes Moore. This is Isaiah Templeton, who we spotlighted at the top of the broadcast. Off to Sandage. Dribble drive, pull-up jumper. A little bit too strong, a fight underneath, and the foul is there for Isaiah Templeton.
Pounding the glass already. Offensive rebound, 2 points.
Quickly at the other end, blocked from behind. Andrew Roden trying to come away with it. And this will be headed Morrilton's direction.
We had a game last night, Kyle, where the officials let them play, and that's kind of been a theme during the state championships. They haven't been calling a lot of little ticky-tack fouls. You got to be strong with the ball. If that's the case, Morrilton's a strong team. Yeah. You've already seen it. When they get the ball, they are very strong with it. Roden with the big rebound there and secure hands.
Well, that's one thing you saw, too, the last time these two teams played in the regional final. They let them play. By the way, that was an ugly first quarter that I hope we don't see again. It was an 8-7 first quarter in that regional championship game.
Second offensive rebound. A little loose ball. Scooped it up.
Walk on Ty Wright, the junior. Well, there is Keith Zachary, head coach of the Morrilton Devil Dogs, best dressed coach in the state, full suit today for the championship. His 11th season at Morrilton. Hard to believe Morrilton has not won a state championship. 1991 and 1973. You just think of the success under Coach Keith Zachary. It's sort of hard to believe.
Out to change it today. About 30 minutes away.
That one taken away. Morrilton. And Templeton will bring this up. Give it back to Wright. Sandage fakes the shot. On the drive, pulls back out to Wright. Ty Wright, Jamarcus Sandage, Isaiah Templeton, these guys have played together forever. Right up top, Templeton on the drive, kicks it out. Sandage from the corner, no good. Roden, the putback. He's tough, but that one's not there.
Third offensive rebound.
Andrew Roden, the senior, he's an enforcer, a tough guy for this team. Rose trying to get on the board. Physicality underneath in this one. Pull-up jumper, ease smooth. Marshall Walls, the junior, the most improved player on this team, and he has improved just that, Wes, his jump shot.
Couldn't get it inside, so he stepped out to the free throw line and calmly buries the jumper.
Coach Raymond Cooper says he's kind of helped him realize his confidence and realize just how good he is. This will stay this direction.
You see the active hands for Mills right there. That's one of the things Raymond Cooper preaches. You want deflections. You want to jump those passes. You want to try to get some steals and go the other way, get some easy points.
Raymond Cooper in his 14th season. Time flies there at Mills. Three-time champ. Off I-530. 2-2 game. Good dump underneath. Andrew Roden gets it to go.
Ty Wright gets some penetration, dumps it off to Roden. Easy layup.
Roden, by the way, a UAM football commit. The theme for these football players on Morrilton. Offensive rebound, and the putback not there from Anthony Hester. Hester, 6'6", junior.
Where you got to take it up strong. That's one of the things we're talking about. They're going to let them play. You're going to get bumped a little bit on those shots. That's why you got to go up with 2 feet, take it up strong, and try to finish.
Templeton from the corner is good. 19 points a game, the junior. We mentioned that body transformation for him, an incredible story. He's lost 100 pounds in 2 years. He was just sort of a post that could shoot and loved his grandma's old cooking. A little bit too strong, but he has completely worked on his body. He's put on muscle. He's really become one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the state.
Mills already making some substitutions. You're going to see that throughout the day, rotating players in and out, keeping guys very fresh.
Right, facing some trouble. A kick out, Templeton, same spot. Not there this time. Good rebound, Marshall Walls.
Good rebound. Templeton could have drove that to the hole, maybe had a layup, but he kicked it out.
And plenty of room to work with for sure. Pull-up jumper, smooth, Vance Cunningham. I'm talking about the football players from Morrilton. He's a football player for Mills. Joined this team a little bit late. Mills having some success a little bit in football and certainly push back his start. 7-4 early here in the 4A championship. You're watching the Centennial Bank Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports. And
hold on, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. It should be the media timeout. We're right. Everybody's correct, but officials, they're trying to get their attention.
I think they've got it now.
Now they do.
So we'll step aside. We'll be back. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
The future of Arkansas PBS, its programs, and its irreplaceable purpose all rest on a strong foundation of community support. Help us continue to impact lives for generations to come. Keep good going with a tax-deductible donation of just $5 a month. Visit myarpbs.org/donate to learn more.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
Arkansas PBS Sports is supported by Wendy's. One of the menu choices is the salted caramel frosty It's available at your Wendy's at different locations.
We're good to have you with us here. The 4A championship just getting underway. 7-4 Morrilton lead.
Tell you what, the captain was directing traffic that last time down. Roland just pointed and said, go right there. And so his teammate went right there. He delivered the pass, little 15-foot jumper. The pressure with Mills almost created a turnover there.
So Keith Zachary, a couple good guys coaching these two teams. I think safe to say two of our favorites in terms of guys that you cover.
Walk.
On the drive, that's going to be a walk there on Vance Cunningham, the 5'10 junior.
Thought Cunningham was going to throw it up to Templeton for a little alley-oop, and
I did too.
didn't get any action there and kind of got stuck.
The Mills team with just one loss this season. That was to Benton back on November 30th. Three-point shot, too strong. Loose ball. Offensive rebound for Mills. Zaylen Rowland.
That was a good hustle.
Messiah Curry, they call him MC. Gets it inside. Walls can't finish. Cunningham the other way. Mills, by the way, 28 straight wins since that loss to Benton, who, of course, will play for a championship tonight. The pressure, Wes, of having just that one loss all season. You feel it.
Well, we've seen it the last couple of games here in the state championship. Last, the Academy girls came in undefeated. Last night, the Dover girls were undefeated and both lost in the title game.
Tie right there, 9-4 Morrilton lead. And it looks like he stepped out of bounds.
Good look at the replay of Ty Wright driving in. Nice little floater.
That's a guy drawing D2 interest from Henderson State. He has been on fire. He had 15 in the fourth quarter of their semifinal win against Magnolia. You talk about a confidence booster when you beat Magnolia in Magnolia.
Beating Magnolia, period, is tough to do. Beating Magnolia in Magnolia is almost impossible to do.
Stripped away. And this will stay in Mills' direction. They call a blocking foul here.
Yeah, he had to. I think he stepped out of bounds, and the reason he stepped out of bounds was he's pushed out of bounds. They've been letting him play, but when you create a turnover like that, you got to call something.
Hester, too short. This is Kylan Bunting, who just checked into the game. Off to Ty Wright. Bunting, a 5'9 junior guard. Wright gives it off. Zay Hill fighting through traffic. How did he get that one to go? What a play, Zay Hill.
Talk about making something out of nothing.
11-4 Devil Dog lead. And this one stripped away. Loose ball. Mills is going to corral it back in. A good job by Rowland, I think, to calm things down for a second here.
That's why he's the captain.
Rowland thought about the three. Hester swinging around. Three-point attempt this time, not there. Loose ball underneath, and it's Bunting that comes away with it for Morrilton. Zay Hill, full name Kazavion. Remember, we have a Kazavion, a Zaylen, and a Zaylen.
Z's. Should change the Mills logo, put a Z at the end instead of an S, make them Mills.
Comets. Works twice. 10 to shoot, under a minute here in the first. Right for three. Trying to draw the foul. Ahead here. The lay-in and a much-needed fast break bucket for the Comets.
Wright felt like he was bumped after he shot the three, went down to the ground to sell it. When he went down to the ground, that left nobody to get back for Morrilton. An easy layup for Mills.
Bunting kicks it out from the baseline. Zay Hill hangs on to it. Close defense, and a foul's going to be called here on Vance Cunningham.
There's a last look. You see Wright on the ground. He's losing ground while laying there. Mills is able to get the run out.
So we should mention that number 2 on the run out there is Jody Bell, who we thought was going to be out for the postseason with a wrist injury that he hurt against Fountain Lake. But looks to be playing, looks to be just fine.
I'd say he's playing.
That one is good. Isaiah Templeton, the 6'4 junior. 5 seconds here. On the drive, at the buzzer it goes for Mills. Messiah Curry, MC, to make it a 5-point game after the first. 13-8 Morrilton lead, off to a good start here in the 4A Boys Championship. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Are you ready for Quiz Bowl 2025? It's the 40th year of the most exciting academic competition in Arkansas, and it is live right here on Arkansas PBS. It's the Arkansas Governor's Academic Competition Quiz Bowl State Championship. Schools from all over the state square off right here in this studio to see who will come out on top. Don't miss a single question. Tune in or stream on the PBS app. Saturday, April 26th, starting at 9 a.m.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by
Summerwood Sports Complex in Bryant features 4 courts across 2 gyms, located off Interstate 30, offering space for tournaments, practices, and training. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS. More at summerwoodsports.com.
Take a look at our trivia question here as we get start for the second quarter. What is the record for most points scored in a game by a single player? And the answer for you coming up.
I put on my thinking cap for that one. Mills has not had the lead. Did you realize that? Morrilton's had the lead
Had the first 2
entire time.
Yeah. 13-8 Morrilton lead. They've led the one-loss Comets the whole way here in the 4A championship.
Morrilton shot 50% in the first quarter, 6 of 12.
Lob inside, way too short. Templeton comes away with this for the Devil Dogs. Mills had that fast break, but they have not had many easy opportunities.
No, even the basket they made at the end of the first quarter was a difficult basket just to beat the buzzer.
This is Jamarcus Sandage, the junior. Got 29 in the semis, off to Templeton, around and out. Offensive rebound nearly underneath by Roden, but this is going to stay with Morrilton.
We'll get another possession. Morrilton with 3 offensive rebounds in that first quarter.
Bunting on the inbounds. It's a balanced Morrilton team. Coach Keith Zachary says they kind of ride with a couple of their hot guys, Templeton and Wright. He thought, honestly, as Bunting on the drive gets it to go. Oh, they're calling offensive charge.
Get a good look at this. See what you think. Players there. Yeah, I think they got it right. He was standing right there, had his feet planted, was still well before Mills or Morrilton appeared to leap, jump up to make that layup. I think he got it.
Yeah. 3-point attempt from Walls, no good. Tipped out all the way to Templeton. This Morrilton team, Keith Zachary, their head coach, was pretty honest when I talked to him this week. He said, I kind of thought we were about a year away. Sandage pulls up for 3, too strong, but he saw it happening over the course of the season. Started to believe in his guys. Certainly they started to believe as well. Taken away, Roden comes away with it for Morrilton. Fast break opportunity at the other end. Sandage can't finish. And a foul's going to be called.
A reach-in foul.
Here's Keith Zachary. And Raymond Cooper. Such a great coaching matchup. Couple veteran guys and good guys, too.
Mills struggling from the three. They haven't hit a three. They're 0 for 4 to start this game. Morrilton not much better, 1 of 7. Trying to find their shooting touch.
Rylan McDaniel's checked in. On the drive, McDaniel gives it out. Hester kicks it out. Bell, rise and fire. No, Templeton the rebound. He's been everywhere in the low post. Third rebound for Templeton. Wright, who has been on fire over the last month, drives baseline, kicks it out. Templeton back out to the corner. Wright, he's got it. Morrilton doubling up Mills right now.
It was just well executed offense from Morrilton that time. They worked it inside. Got it into Templeton. Templeton drew a little attention, just kicked it out to a wide open Wright.
A foul on the three-point attempt. That's going to be called on Mylan McDaniel, and Ty Wright will go to the line.
McDaniel thought he had a clean block here. Here's a look at the three-point shot from Wright. Tim's with a little drive, kick out, wide open for Wright. Then Wright feeling it. Takes it up again and fouled on the shot.
Ty Wright, a 6'1 junior, 13 points per game, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. The primary defender. Missed a couple games earlier in the year with a concussion, but has been red hot over the last month. 15 in the fourth quarter of that semifinal win at Magnolia. Morrilton team that can really shoot it. That's the thing. They're ahead by 10 here, but Raymond Cooper, the Mills coach, was talking about how, boy, they're just never out of a game the way they can shoot it. They're about 50% from the field, 32% from beyond the arc as a team, 75% from the charity stripe.
Well, to get to those numbers, they're going to have to heat up a little bit. We think they're playing well now, but they're shooting below those numbers.
Foul's going to be called underneath. Call that on Darian Tonygay, the 6'2 sophomore. And Mosiah Curry here. MC gives it off Jody Bell. Rowland on the drive. Tough move, and he gets it to go.
Rowland just sliced into the basket. They were worried about the post up. Mills, big man down low. Tyson Thompson was walling off. They were all kind of focusing on him, and he just takes it to the basket, lays it in.
Rowland, an unselfish guy, 4-year starter. Heartbeat of this team. Poked away, headed the other way.
Hands for Mills got a little bit of a deflection, and when the Morrilton player out on the wing went to catch it, just barely went off of his fingertips.
Rowland, a junior college offer. A poised player, Raymond Cooper says, and a turnover here on Anthony Hester. To answer that trivia question for you, again, the record for most points scored in a game by a single player, 108, Morris Dale Mathis, 1955. 108. Is that
Jeez. I wasn't thinking 108.
I was not either. A little bit before the Arkansas PBS Sports broadcast era. This is Ty Wright, gives it off to Sandage. Lowering his shoulder towards the hoop, he'll draw the foul.
Got Thompson again. He's come into the game, picked up 2 quick fouls. The last foul really wasn't his fault. He was going to set a screen, and his teammate took off before he could get there, and so he wasn't set. He's like, got to give him a chance. You got to let him get there before you take off.
Thompson, by the way, a good story in his own right. This is a guy who suffered an illness in an AAU tourney in Ohio back in 6th grade. He homeschooled for a couple of years. Pick up basketball again until 8th grade. But just one of those nice kids involved with everything on campus. 18-10 Morrilton lead. Devil Dogs after their 3rd championship, first in 34 years. Mills seeking their 5th. Those hurt when you get a chance like that. Rowland picks up his dribble, gives it off. MC on the drive, lost it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Comets.
See those quick hands from those football players from Morrilton, slapping it away.
I think as a basketball coach, you often hear them say they love when their guys play football. Makes them a little bit tougher. That one blocked from behind by Sandage. Rebound underneath. Hester puts it back.
That may get Hester going. He averages 10 points a game and hadn't scored up until that moment right there.
Hester, by the way, had 20 against Morrilton in the regional championship 13 days ago. They call him Tall Tony. Got his hands in there. A fight out of bounds. This will stay Morrilton's way. And a timeout on the floor. Well, it's an 18-12 Morrilton lead here in the 4A championship. This is the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships in Arkansas. PBS Sports.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
Did Maria Anna Mozart contribute to her brother Wolfgang's earliest works?
Elizabeth I taking the credit for it all.
It was the most astounding piece of propaganda.
And you feel something, I think, really much more than just being an American. You feel the importance of being human.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansas families and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Let's take a look at our Arkansas PBS All-Stars. Riley Jones with Eastham, a junior point guard, 3.75 GPA. Plans to play basketball and become a basketball coach. Congratulations, Riley Jones, our Arkansas PBS Sports All-Star. Good one so far. Mills 34-1 on the season. One loss to Benton, who plays the championship tonight. A quick foul is going to be called there on Templeton.
Ooh. Probably saved a basket. Fortunate for Maumelle, unfortunate for Mills.
The Mills team, too, that's had some injuries. Xavier Simpson with a foot injury, Jody Bell with a wrist injury, but just played in this one. They're touching the ball.
Morrilton showing a little zone. Extending it a little bit, trying to put a little pressure on Mills. Mills trying to figure things out, what they want to do with it.
Rolling. Kicks it out. Curry on the drive. Bounce pass underneath. Good look to Rowland, who's fouled.
Nice little pump fake. Got the hands up above it. Jumped up into the hands. Goes to the free throw line.
At the line for Mills, number 3, Zaylen Rowland, shooting 2 shots.
Well, this is the player that the rest of his teammates will look to. The undisputed captain, heartbeat of the team, unselfish 4-year starter.
First free throws of the game for Mills.
Mills 6 for 17 from the field, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc so far in this one. Zay Hill. After Templeton gets it across the timeline. Hill on the drive. Bump, pull-up jumper, smooth.
That was nice. He cleared out a little space with his shoulder. Step back, buries the jumper.
So 2.5 before halftime here, Wes. Mills has got to feel like they got to get in a little bit of a groove, a little bit of momentum here.
Morrilton defense, give them credit, been doing a really good job.
Walls not there, put back. This time he's got it.
Missed the chipping, went up, got the rebound, went up strong, finishes. Had an easier shot the first one, but he got it. He got his 2.
Walls, the guy who shoots 57% from the field. 21 in the quarterfinal game. Hill closely guarded. Good look out to Templeton from the corner. Too strong. Foul underneath. I think they're going to get Roden. Oh, forgive me, it's on Walls.
Roden was trying to block out to get position. And went to the ground. When he went to the ground, that's when they called it.
Sandage off to Hill. Templeton from the elbow, no. Hester bringing it up to the corner. Baseline, Curry kicks it out. Rowland finds a lane, he's got it. No, you call an offensive charge on Zaylen Rowland.
Bang, bang play. That would have been big for Mills. I know Coach Cooper doesn't like that. That's a tough one for Mills.
Second personal on Rowland, who will head to the bench.
Kind of a lost art taking that charge. We don't see it in college basketball anymore. It's more about going straight up with it. Principle of verticality. High school basketball, still taking those charges.
You see a pretty good crowd here at Bank OZK Arena. Such a fun time to be in the Spa City. Nice weather. State Championship, St. Patrick's Day, shortest parade on Monday. Good time to be down here. Right. Now picks up his dribble and gives it off to Templeton. Falls, and they're going to call a foul. That's on Marshall Walls, the junior.
Coach Cooper's just rubbing his eyes. He didn't think that was much foul. Thought Templeton just tripped on his own feet. Oh, he stepped on the player's foot. That's what it was. It wasn't a kick by the Mills player. Templeton just stepped on the defender's foot and lost his balance.
So it sends Templeton to the line.
Templeton's got good touch. You can just see it in his jump shots. You saw it there on his free throw.
He has a UCA offer. Just a junior. I think more will come his way, especially as he starts to put on muscle now that he's lost those 100 pounds. That's the scary thing. You think about him next year.
Yeah. Shot clock. Shot clock.
Yeah, right on a reset.
The shot clock's at 34, and they'd already dribbled down the court.
It's been a good pace, though, here in the first half. We come up on 1 minute before halftime. Morrilton 25-8 on the year. 7-point lead over the one-loss Mills Comets.
How about holding Mills to 15 points?
Hester, no, kick back out to him. Three-point attempt too strong from Curry, no, and Morrilton comes away with the rebound. Bunting, good look. The give and the go underneath, and Templeton's going to draw the foul. He'll go back to the free throw line.
Morrilton moved the ball so quickly down the court that time. They get it down low to the big man, and so look at it. Fans thought it was all ball. He's going back to the free throw line. Just was there.
You talked about the keys to the game for Morrilton, kind of mucking it up. I don't know if they've necessarily done that, and they're up 7.
They've mucked it up on defense. That's what they've done.
Yeah.
They have done a very good job of holding Mills to 15 points. Mills is 7 of 21 from the field, 33%. They have not hit a 3. They're 0 for 5.
Nothing easy, as we've mentioned, for Mills offensively. It's a Mills team that has been tearing through the playoffs, an average win margin of 23.5 points.
I think there's something said to that extra pressure of being the #1 team. You're not only trying to win a state championship, but it's like you're trying to validate what people think of you. And then when you roll through the playoffs like they did, and then you don't get off to that fast start, tighten up a little bit.
One thing you can hang your hat on, though, I think if you're Mills, that made Morrilton, yes, has helped them to 15, but holding Morrilton to 24. A Mills team that allowed 17 against Fairview at one point this year, pretty good defensively, but they're used to putting up some big numbers. Bell, put back, fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line. The Mills team that scored 80 against Nashville, 82 against Lone Oak, 79 against Sylvan Hills.
15 tonight.
Yeah. Well, that guy keeps Zachary feeling good. Missed the second. Shot clock is off for the final 30 seconds. Good defense here from Vance Cunningham. Bunting comes away with it. Loses it.
10 seconds.
And they did not get it across the timeline in time. Wow, so excellent pressure there from Mills, and it pays off.
Mills doing a wholesale substitution, trying to get some offensive players into the game for this final shot.
They're going to put Rowland back in, who's been sitting with those 2 fouls. Eight-point game. Maybe could make it 5. Walls gives it off. Curry to the corner. 10 seconds now. Curry, deep 3. Off the front of the iron. Tracked back down by Marshall Walls. 4 seconds. Spinning around. Gives it off. 2 seconds. Back to Walls. At the buzzer. No. And it is a 24-16 Morrilton lead over the one-loss Mills Comets at halftime. Who saw this coming?
I did not see 16 points for Mills coming. I'll tell you that. Struggle for the first half from the floor for Mills. They got to find their shooting touch.
Halftime with Steve Sullivan, Christina Munoz coming up next from Arkansas PBS Sports Studios. These are the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
It is halftime at Bank OZK Arena, but don't go anywhere because this is Arkansas PBS, and here is where we tell Arkansas stories. Plus, in a few minutes, Christina Munoz will introduce you to the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars. But first, Coach Charles Ripley is an Arkansas basketball legend, taking the Parkview Patriots to the state crown 5 times from 1978 to 1995. But Coach Rip, as he was known to his players, was admired much more for his contributions off the court.
When I think about Coach Ripley, this is a guy that every day he wakes up, he wants to make the world better with basketball in it.
Coach Rip, welcome to the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame. He's affectionately known as Rip, or Coach Rip. And for 3 decades, he's knocked them dead as the head basketball coach at Little Rock Parkview.
When I was in junior high, at that time, right before you went to high school, you had to take a vocational test. A couple of weeks ago, the score comes back, the counselor comes in and says, "Well, Charles, we just couldn't find anything that you had was strength of interest or anything." I said, "Yeah, because I'm going to be a coach and be a dang good one." And there wasn't any coaching questions on that test.
Rip will definitely be known at the end of the day of being the basketball coach.
I want to thank my right hand and my left hand man, Coach Flanagan.
Came over at 89. Rip asked me, he knew he was losing an assistant, asked me to come over and work with him, and the rest is history.
If you ever see Coach Ripley and his body style, he's a little short, little round, stubby guy. There's no way. He couldn't even been a point guard, but had such a passion about the game that he made that passion his own. And it came out in his players and the records and the championships, and all that speaks for itself.
We measure success at Parkview by winning championships. We want to be the last team standing. Parkview is basketball. It's basketball, man.
You got to understand about those Patriot athletes. Number one, I spoiled them. Yeah, they know it.
He never thought twice about what it would cost to get into a game or what time his band full of aspiring young athletes might come rolling in the wee hours of the morning. He has no children, yet he's been a dad of sorts to hundreds of youngsters across our state.
His thing was, if I create great relationships with my players, those players are going to go out and they're going to perform. And if they go out and perform, we're going to win a lot of games. And if we win a lot of games, we're going to win championships.
I mean, they gave 110% for Rip. And, hey, you couldn't blame him, man, because he was just like a father figure to him. I mean, some of the guys that couldn't afford it, man, he fed them at night, after games and stuff, and he would do anything for you. He would even let you have his car, man, to go out on a date and all that kind of stuff. I tried to talk him out of that kind of stuff, but he wouldn't listen. He was just that kind.
He was imparting lessons. He was imparting anything he could give you to the day he died. And the fact that he probably spent his last dime, everything he got, on his players. That was his passion, that was his family, and he just kept giving.
Charles Ripley has been a difference maker, touching the lives of thousands along the way.
A week before that, I'd been out there to see Rip. He looked like everything was okay, everything was fine. At some point, he thanked me more that day than he ever have. You know, I should have caught that right off, but I didn't.
If you could say something to him now, what would you have said?
Well, I love you, big guy, and I kept that tradition going for you.
How fortunate can a man be to decide what he wants to do at 12 years old and start preparing to do that and get to do that the rest of his life? Couldn't play, wasn't an athlete, but I wanted to coach all my life, and I fulfilled my dream.
Coach Rip passed away in 2020, leaving behind a legacy of wins, but more importantly, a culture of caring. We salute Coach Ripley and all the coaches that bring a human spirit to the game. Now let's get over to Christina, and she's going to introduce you to some very hard-working student athletes. Christina.
Thank you, Steve. Earlier in the season, we reached out to schools all over the state looking for athletes who not only excel on the court, but in the classroom too. Here's the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars class of 2025. We start off with the 1A girls. That is Isla Holzman with the Sacred Heart Knights. Isla has a 4.0 GPA and plans to go to the University of Arkansas and study biology. For 1A boys, we have Jonah Walker, a senior center from Marked Tree. Jonah wants to go to college to pursue a career in the medical field. He likes playing football and hanging out with his brother in his spare time. Next up, we have Hayden Matheny representing 2A girls. She plays for the Lady Greyhounds of Sloan Hendricks High. Hayden has a 4.0 GPA and wants to attend Arkansas State University to pursue a degree in radiation therapy. For the boys in 2A, we've got Amari Neal. Amari has a GPA of 3.6 and wants to be a pediatric dentist. Hunting, fishing, and spending time with family are some of the ways he spends his spare time. The Bergman Lady Panthers' Brinley Collins is the 3A girls Arkansas PBS Student All-Star. Brinley wants to further her basketball and academic career. She has a 4.0 GPA. On the boys' side in 3A, we have Rylan Robbins representing the Flippin High School Bobcats. Rylan wants to pursue college basketball and major in education. Basketball, fishing, baseball, and video games are how he likes to spend his spare time. Halfway through and on to the 4A girls, that's Jordan Youngblood with the Heber Springs Panthers. Jordan plans to attend ASU Newport to play softball and major in exercise science. She enjoys anything active and shopping. Riley Jones with the Eastem Mets represents the 4A boys. Riley has a 3.75 GPA and wants to become a basketball coach. He likes video games, hanging out with friends, working out, and trying new food. The 5A girls are well represented by JC Edrington of the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. JC wants to attend Arkansas State and become a physical therapist. She has a 4.17 GPA and enjoys being with family and friends and loves everything about the lake. The 5A boys, well, that is Elias Zapian with the Russellville Cyclones. Elias wants to attend UCA and become a gastroenterologist. He enjoys hanging out with friends and family and playing basketball. Rounding out the classifications are your 6A Student All-Stars. For the girls, that is McKinley Campbell with the Harbor Lady Wildcats. McKinley is interested in becoming a veterinarian or possibly a psychologist. She has a 4.1 GPA and likes to cook, shop, and hang out with friends. And finally, for the 6A boys, we have Kellen Robinson with the Bryant Hornets. Kellen plans to play basketball at UALR. He has a 3.75 GPA and enjoys playing basketball and working out. Congratulations and keep up the good work. All right, Steve, it is about that time.
Yes, Christina, it is that time. Let's get you back to Bank OZK Arena for the second half.
Right here on the home of the high school basketball state finals, Arkansas PBS.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
Back at the 4A Boys State Championship here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. Kyle Deckelbaum and Wes Moore with you. 24-16, not the prettiest first half. A surprising 8-point lead for the Devil Dogs. You take a look, Wes, at those first half stats. 29% shooting for the Mills Comets.
I got to wonder, when's the last time Mills had a half with only 16 points and only 7 baskets? They were 7 of 24 from the floor, 0 for 8 from the three-point line, and 2 for 4 to make it matters worse from the free throw line. Mills, look at the first half highlights.
Early on there, you see rolling. They were spreading the wealth early, Wes.
It's 2 of their 7 baskets Not a whole lot from Mills in that first half. It was a battle every time just to finally get one in.
Nothing easy at all. You see Marshall Walls with the putback there. Meantime, Templeton from the corner. And Templeton here, he has been very good for Morrilton. The kick out, Templeton. He and Wright are just hard to stop. Such a good duo.
Well, they've combined for 18 points. You think about it, those two have combined to outscore Mills by themselves.
So a good crowd here as we round out the first session of this Friday here in the Spa City. 5A championships coming up later tonight. 4A championship on the line. Mills 34-1. Looking for its 5th title, first since 2021. Morrilton looking for its first championship since 1991. We've touched on it. Two teams with a lot to play for as we get underway here in the second half. And a quick turnover there.
It's a bad mistake right there.
Yeah. Two teams driven emotionally to reach this point. And two teams that'll dig deep here. They know each other well. They played 13 days ago in the regional championship. A game won by Mills 57-45. Hester underneath. That one's blocked away. Sandage now on the fast break. In transition himself. Loses it out of bounds, but it was tipped away, and it will stay with Morrilton.
Templeton getting it done on offense for Morrilton, and now Templeton on defense with the block shot. Just flying in out of nowhere. Looked like an easy two coming, and swats it out.
The athleticism. That's a guy, as we mentioned, who lost 100 pounds over the last couple of years. Ball in his hand here, off the road and up top to right. Morrilton looking to build on an 8-point lead. Deep three-point attempt is good for Isaiah Templeton.
Think he's feeling it? No hesitation to shoot it from way beyond the arc.
Devil Dogs by 11. On the drive, much needed bucket, Marshall Walls.
Like that. That was smart. You can tell that it's a well-coached team. When you're facing a little adversity, get to the basket.
That three not there. Walls the rebound. 6'3" junior. Senior Layton Mills team, junior Layton Morrilton team. The kick out, Messiah Curry. Good look. And the foul. Marshall Walls.
I think I know exactly what Coach told them at halftime. Coach Cooper, get to the basket. They just turned down a three, made the extra pass, looked at right at the rim. So they've made 2 shots right at the rim and even had another shot at the rim that was blocked. It's like, guys, if you're 0 for 8 from the three, you're going to keep on jacking up threes, you're going to attack the basket at some point.
Converts the three-point play. Back to a 7-point lead for Morrilton. I think we might see some 94-foot pressure as well. Wright escapes, floaters good.
I watch Wright do that in the state tournament time after time after time. He's got that floater down.
Bell. Baseline drive. Walls, no. He's feeling it, though, certainly in this half. Hester kind of popped his head up for a second. I thought he had a little bit of momentum there in the first half, and I think he's another guy that can try to get going.
Great way to come to the basketball.
Sandage, good look underneath. Patient move. Templeton can't finish. Fight for the rebound underneath. Rowland comes away with it for Mills. Gives it off to Bell. Fast break. Up ahead. Curry swatted away once again. Darian Tonygay out of nowhere. The 200-pound sophomore.
That's Morrilton. Just keep coming at you. Gets by one defender. You think you got a free look? Nope. Get that out of here. Templeton up to 14 points now for Morrilton. It's 4-9 from the floor. Made all 4 of his free throws. Mills doesn't have a player in double figures yet. Walls leading the way with 9.
Couple threes. 31% from the field is Mills. 44% Morrilton. Walls patient underneath, and he converts.
Another basket at the rim for Mills.
Wall's a guy who Coach Raymond Cooper called the most improved player on this Comets team. He has really improved his jump shot, and you've seen a little bit of that. Blocking foul there is going to go against Rowland. That's his third.
It's a great battle watching Roden and Tyrite go at it.
Rowland's going to stay out there with 3. Sandage on the drive. Tough move. Can't convert. He is fouled.
Mills fans don't like it. It was a late call, but I think one official was waiting for the other official to make the call. No one blew their whistle until after the ball was off the rim.
That goes on Walls, his third. So 3 on Walls, 3 on Rowland. Morrilton 7 of 10 from the free throw line in this game. 3 not there from Hester. On the ground, a fight for it. Joint possession will stay this direction.
Morrilton doing a good job of answering the punch from Mills. You knew Mills was going to come out. I mean, that's who they are. That's the heart of a champion. Why they've been #1 this year, and they came out in the second half and attacked the rim. Morrilton's respond point for point. Both teams scoring 7 points in the third quarter.
28-game win streak for Mills. Morrilton on their own tear. 10-1 since that well-documented tragedy for this team. And down from underneath. Down 8 are the Comets. Swinging around McDaniel. Inside Hester, pull up, short. Templeton the rebound. 5 rebounds for Templeton on the day. Kick out right from the corner. Roden, put back blocked. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Devil Dogs. Andrew Roden, really that's kind of the one senior certainly on this Morrilton team, but he's an enforcer for them.
I was impressed with Wright, how quickly he got that shot off on the baseline. He caught it and released it quickly.
Sandage finds a lane. Floater's good.
A little fake handoff, and he turns. Nobody was there, so he went to the basket.
Devil Dogs back up by 10. Rowland playing with those 3 fouls. Kicks it out. Marshall Walls gives it off baseline.
Stepped out of bounds.
He did.
Gave a nice little hesitation move, but when he spun baseline, he stepped out.
Keith Zachary, and in his 11th season there, chasing his first championship. Morrilton.
Unforced error. Take care of the basketball.
Rowland gets bumped.
Get a little pump fake, gets the man in the air, leans into him. Couldn't convert. He would have liked to make that shot and get a 3-point play. Uncharacteristic for Morrilton. They've done a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball, and that was just a little token pressure for Mills on the out-of-bounds play and just threw it away.
Just the 6th free throw attempt there in this game for the Comets. Zaylen Rowland, the senior, 4 Final Fours, first championship game, 4-year starter. Wright gets Gets it across the timeline to Templeton. Roden back to right. Letting him play. Floater, no. Strong rebound underneath by Curry. He'll rush it up the other way and give it off. The dump underneath on the baseline, and the layup is good. Marshall Walls.
Walls was so patient there. A little head fake, got one man up, then took his time, put it in, strong.
They're going to call a foul there.
A little aggressive.
On Anthony Hester.
A little aggressive.
Thought he had the strip. Mills has closed this to a 6-point game and 1 point down by 11. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships in Arkansas, PBS Sports.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Does England's first queen deserve her reputation? Mary was actually quite reasonable and pragmatic.
Compared to other rulers of her time, absolutely.
When negotiation and compromise fail, and your only course is to destroy your enemy.
You're a mother-to-be, and I'm your midwife. The more you tell me, the more I can help you.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by...
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
UMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine supports athletic programs and events across Arkansas. Clinics are located throughout Central and Northwest Arkansas. Learn more at umshealth.com.
Good crowd here at Bank OZK Arena. Mills Comets in an unfamiliar position, 34-1 on the season. That one loss to Benton, who's playing in the 5A championship tonight. They have found themselves trailing this entire game to a Morrilton team that they beat 13 days ago in the regional championship.
They were down 11 earlier in the quarter. Now it's a 6-point game. Just keep chipping away for your Mills.
They've had success getting to the basket and playing pressure defense. Nearly getting a strip here on the ground. Who they're going to call?
Coach got a timeout. He never showed a lick of emotion. He had his hands crossed right there in front of the ball. Just said timeout, and they gave him the timeout right there. We've seen it. We know. We've seen enough out of this Mills team. And Coach Cooper over the years, he's going to live on that defense. If there's ever any problems, what can you rely on? What do you go back? What are the basics of your program? Well, it's defense. We're going to get after them. We're not scoring the ball. We're not shooting the ball well, but we can play defense and use that defense to get some easy opportunities. And that's one thing I've noticed in the second half. The Mills defense has racked it up another notch, trying to get some turnovers.
You know, one similarity between this and that big semifinal win we harped on a little bit when they beat Magnolia, they were up 9-0 against Magnolia and kind of never looked back. And it's been a bit of a similar story. Certainly wasn't that big of a lead, but they've had the lead this entire game, and it feels like Morrilton has certainly been in control. The strip, the steal away. Oh, he misses the dunk.
He may be hurt. He landed very awkwardly.
Anthony Hester there tried to do the exclamation point, did not come down well. So the Mills medical staff immediately out there. There was no easy way to fall considering how hard he went up. Let's take a quick break as they tend to Hester and hope he's okay. Be back at the 4A championship after this. So Hester gets up, great sign. They'll take him to the bench.
Holding that right forearm.
6-point Morrilton lead, 33-27, 3:22 to go here in the third quarter of this 4A Boys Championship at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. Mills to inbound underneath, 33 on the shot clock. Quickly inbounded, tough shot, no, along the baseline. It's Vance Cunningham who comes away with it. And a timeout to be called there by Raymond Cooper. Well, not a bad timeout there, Wes. I think a chance to reset as well as you take another look at what happened to Hester here.
Tell you what, after looking at that fall, I think we all feel very fortunate that he was able to get up, walk off, and he's just holding his forearm. And I know he was getting some medical attention over there, but he was kind of shaking him off like he's okay or feeling a little better.
Hester, a junior with offers from A-State, UAPB, McNeese State. It's a good story. He didn't start playing basketball until the 7th grade, but you talk about a quick learner. He was starting as a 9th grader for Raymond Cooper, a guy who he says works as hard as anyone on his game and has really established a three-pointer this season.
That's the beauty of being 16 or 17. You can bounce back from something like that.
You and I were out for years.
Done.
Roland and a blocking charge.
Some of the fans from Morrilton that don't like it, that arm came out and you can see he kind of pushed off. Official felt like he wasn't there quick enough. A little bang bang here.
That's the second on Ty Wright. Loose ball, Morrilton comes away with it. Wright has it. Templeton now. Well, Mills had a lot of chances on that possession. Still down 6. And he's going to be bumped is Zay Hill. They're going to give Messiah Curry on that, MC. Guy was hot earlier in the season. He had missed some games with an ankle sprain, finding his footing back. Zay Hill, meanwhile, a junior, full name Kazavion. Averages 6 points a game, 3 rebounds.
That's 14 fouls on Mills for this quarter. So from now on, Morrilton's going to be going to the free throw line.
They are 9 of 13 from the free throw line is Morrilton. Mills 5 for 7. Down 7, 2.5 to play here in the third. How about Walls back out? Roland gives it off. Bell on the drive. Tough move. He's fouled. They're calling offensive charge.
Second time Templeton's drawn a charge.
So that's on Jody Bell.
That's tough because Templeton can go up and block a shot too. We've seen that numerous times tonight. You think, I got to get up, here he comes, and all of a sudden he just stays planted and mopping up the floor. We need a mop.
Hey, how about Roden?
We don't need the players
doing the work here.
Yeah, we don't need. Roden's working hard enough as it is out there, trying to take care of the ball, being strong with it, rebounding. Don't need him out there mopping the court.
I appreciate the willingness to do it all. Surely there are some young kids, though, who would jump in to do that. Taken away here. And Bell gets fouled.
You know, it's the second time that's happened for Mills on the steal, and they get fouled around half court, and they've got a break going. And, you know, Mills wants to run with it. And it's good to get the foul called, but it's also taken away some easy basket opportunities for Mills.
Yes. Rowland to Bell. Back to Rowland. Rowland, the senior leader, averaging 12 points a game. Around to Curry. The point guard averaging 9. Inside Marshall Walls. He was hot earlier in this quarter. Fans thought he got bumped on the way up. No call there. And Ty Wright gives it off to Roden. The kick out in the corner. Not there for Templeton. Rebound, put back. And I think Bell got a piece of it. And this will head Mills' direction.
Got Templeton coming over the back that time.
The second on Templeton.
Anthony Hester. Number 1, Michael McDaniel.
Switch ends, get to shoot free throws. That was Morrilton's 5th team foul.
The line for Mills, number 5.
Got to convert on these free throws if you're Mills. You're down 7. Look, it's been a struggle offensively. You get 2 free throws, you got to convert and score.
Nothing easy today. Cunningham is a 50% free throw shooter. Typically a spark off the bench. I love the way Raymond Cooper described him. He's annoying on defense, and we like him that way.
I think every one of his players is annoying on defense.
That's the thing. They have played well defensively. Just been a struggle offensively.
Oh, yeah. You look at Morrilton's numbers. They're not anything impressive. 11 of 29 from the floor. That's 38%. 3 of 13 from the three-point line, 23%. They forced 11 turnovers. Morrilton has more turnovers than Mills.
Sandage gives it off to Kylan Bunting, the junior. Ahad Kindle, a junior in the game. On the drive, gives it off Bunting. And a foul's going to be called against Mills. That's going to be called against Messiah Curry.
Foul is charged to number 33, Messiah Curry.
Morrilton will go to the free throw line. Morrilton's been there 13 times today. They're 9 of 13 from the free throw line. That's 69%. Kendall has not been to the free throw line today.
We had a good pace in the first half, Wes. Free throws have sort of stagnated this game a little bit here in the second.
Now we got the official mopping up the sweat. Surprised we don't have one of those old-fashioned mops. The thing come out there and mop it up a little bit quicker and faster.
The big ones. Well, as we look towards this fourth quarter here, if you're Mills, as much as you have struggled on offense, you are right in it. You're down 6. Morrilton, you're right where you want to be. Hasn't been the prettiest of games, but it's been a good one. Physical, fun to watch. 4A championship. Curry, no. Underneath. That is Hester. Great sign to see him back in the game.
Hester went to jump, and his foot was on his teammate's leg, and it kept him from jumping.
Taking away Rowland. Gives it off ahead to Bell, who lays it in. It's a 5-point game. Jody Bell has been battling a wrist injury playing. Hester nearly got him from behind. Now another strip. And another opportunity for Mills. Rowland slicing and dicing and scores, and it's a 3-point game with 30 seconds before the fourth quarter.
Morrilton's got to settle down, just slow down.
Full court pressure getting to the Devil Dogs once again.
The Mills defense bringing the crowd to their feet. Back-to-back steals, back-to-back layups. We got a 3-point game.
Are they going to call Rowland for a foul there?
They called a technical foul.
So that would be his 4th.
We had a bang-bang play over on the sideline. Mills thought the ball was out on Morrilton, and I guess Rowland said something, did something. I did not see it. They announced a technical foul.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just saw him celebrating after he swatted away, so I'm not sure exactly what happened.
That's a key moment right there. Mills had just got the lead down to 3.
Morrilton, the shots on the ball. At 5, they can play for the last shot. They get it into Templeton. On the drive, floater, no, swatted out. Chase down, Mylan McDaniel. He's running, he gives it off to Marshall Walls, who lays it in. 5 seconds left. The steal, and at the buzzer it goes! Holy cow, Mills is right in it!
What a flurry for Mills. Their fans are going nuts, and they should, because their team just went nuts on the court. The pressure from Mills finally breaks Morrilton. We got a 1-point ball game.
Goodness, 37-36, headed to the 4th. The Centennial Bank Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
Rob Selvig was a pioneer in providing opportunities for women to participate in athletics.
There were some anger issues.
You cannot be serious! I didn't notice the menopause stuff happening, but I felt like an angry person. And I'm not an angry person.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC, more at my100bank.com.
Start of the 4th in this 4A championship, flurry of action to end the 3rd as Mills comes all the way back from down 11. They're now down 1. That buzzer beater there, setting up what should be a fun 4th quarter between Mills and Morrilton with the 4A championship on the line. Kyle Deckelbaum, Wes Moore here in Arkansas PBS Sports. The Centennial Bank Basketball Championships. Mills with all the momentum right now.
You know, Kyle, if it wasn't been for that technical foul and the 2 free throws, Mills would have the lead right now.
It came at a crucial time. Floater from right, no, tipped around, and Morrilton retains possession. Motion certainly driving both these teams in this crucial 4th quarter. Morrilton looking for their first state title since 1991. For Mills, their first since 2021. Deep 3, too strong. Roden, offensive rebound underneath, and he's fouled.
About Roden going up and getting that one. He went flying. He's nowhere close to the tallest player on the court, but he got up and just snatched that rebound.
That is the 4th personal on Marshall Walls, who's been central to this flurry of energy and comeback from Mills. Another look here. Look at Roden.
Goes up amongst the trees and takes it away.
Nearly an offensive rebound from Templeton. Instead, it's Jody Bell who comes away with it. Mills' chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Deep 3-point attempt for Hester. He's got it! Tall Tony knocks it down from beyond the arc. Looks like that arm's feeling okay.
Mills missed their first 10 3-pointers. That's their first of the game.
First lead for the Mills Comets. They have trailed this entire way. 34-1 Mills. Timeout. Morrilton coach Keith Zachary. Anthony Hester, who had a difficult fall after he went up for a dunk just a few minutes ago. Back in the game, knocking down that deep three. He's really developed that three-pointer, not just Keith Zachary. I think it's as simple as calm down, calm down, calm down.
Composure. That's what it's going to take for Morrilton, I'm sorry, for the rest of this game. Take care of the basketball, execute your offense, and pound the glass. They've been doing a really good job getting offensive rebounds. Continue just to pound the glass.
Now, if you're Raymond Cooper, you're loving the energy from your team. You do have 4 fouls, by the way, on Walls. (39-38). Mills lead their first lead of this game. Wright picks up his dribble. He is closely guarded by Hester. Sandage, pull-up three. Around and out. Rebound, Cunningham.
3 seconds left on that play clock. He had to shoot it.
Coming up on the 6-minute mark here in the fourth. The drive, untouched. Messiah Curry, the junior.
Didn't see Morrilton allow that very often today. It has been difficult shot, difficult shot.
Largest lead now for Mills, up 3. At one point down 11 in this game. Wright for 3. Too strong. Rebound Cunningham. Good move Curry. He's feeling it. Floater. Too strong. And that's going to be an offensive charge. That is Roden who draws it.
Offensive foul charge to number 33, Messiah Curry. His second personal, Evan Morrilton, number 5. Zay Hill replacing number 15, Jamarcus Sandage.
Good play there by Roden, by the way. It's been in so many of those tough situations down low. He's got no fear, does he?
Just a heads-up play, too. Putting his body on the line, whatever it takes to win this state title.
6 feet, he can hold his own. Built like a tank. And the floater's good. Ty Wright. 1 point gain, 5.5 to play. Spin around. Walls with the left hand.
Just got to flip that in. No big deal. Nice spin move.
What has been somewhat of an ugly game has turned into downright fun to watch contest with the 4A championship on the line down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Templeton. And loose ball picked up and put in by Darian Tonygay, the 200-pound sophomore.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Future linebacker in football. And at the other end, Zaylen Rowland answers.
Little hesitation move lulled Morrilton to sleep, and then the quick blow-by.
Rowland, the senior, trying to capitalize on this opportunity to end his career with a championship. 3-point attempt. Not there. Templeton, strong rebound, fighting it off. Put back. No. Rebound by Hester. They're going to get a foul underneath. That's going to be on Templeton. That's the third on Templeton.
Didn't see it. Probably a frustration foul after going up, fighting for that offensive rebound, and then missing the little jump hook. Oh, look at who's in foul trouble for Mills. Walls and Rowland with 4. And keep an eye on 0 and 3.
2 guys key to the Comets offense. Hester out to Curry. On the drive, they're going to wave off the basket. That's going to be on Wright, the foul. That's the third on Ty Wright.
The second team foul for Morrilton here in the fourth quarter.
Fresh 35 underneath. Spin around shot is good. Anthony Hester puts it in easily.
Great pass. There was just a small window to deliver that to his hand. He put it right on target for the easy layup.
That's a baseline play you practice over and over in that situation. Wright trying to find a lane. Gives it off. Tony Gay, too strong. Templeton fighting for the rebound. Out of bounds. Which direction?
Media timeout.
Timeout in the action here. Mills up by 5. They were down by 11. Can they hold on for the state championship? We'll find out next. These are the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by...
Summerwood Sports Complex in Bryant features 4 courts across 2 gyms, located off Interstate 30, offering space for tournaments, practices, and training. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS. More at summerwoodsports.com.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
We'll work alongside so many talented artists learning different forms of couching, getting hands-on with multiple dyeing techniques.
Sarah tours the mansion, while Roger shares some thoughts and techniques about landscape painting with his students.
This season on Sarah's Weeknight Meals, we're living the dream.
From every corner of the Mediterranean.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
DVD copies of the state championship games are available from M&M Productions. More information at mnmproductions.net.
Feeling it. He knows we're in for a fun finish to this one. How great is this? For a championship on the line. Mills has climbed all the way back from down at 11, now up 5 with about 3.5 to play. If you're just joining us, it's been a good fourth quarter. It's been a ton of fun as Mills has fought back. On the drive, right, no. And they're going to get a foul charge there on Jody Bell.
Like what Wright did there. Got his man beat, took it strong to the basket, went up, made the official call, the foul, go to the free throw line. Try to make this a one-possession game.
Morrilton 13 of 19 from the free throw line. A little bit of sweat under that suit for Keith Zachary right now. Here's Rowland. Gives it off. Bell, high arching shot, no good. Rebound Zay Hill. Rushing the other way. Against Cunningham, he gets fouled.
Called an intentional foul.
Intentional foul calls number 5.
Well, that arm does come over, doesn't it?
Yeah, he just wrapped him up. He wanted to make sure that he didn't get a shot off. He didn't want an old-fashioned three-point play. So he just wrapped him up.
It'll send Zay Hill all by himself to the line. A 6-foot junior.
Cunningham went over and talked to the official and got a little bit of an explanation of why that was an intentional foul.
That makes it a 3-point game. Just over 3 to go. Hill to inbounds. Bounce pass quickly into Tony Gay. Gets it off the right. Hill back up. Now drive. Right. Pull-up jumper around and out. The fight for the rebound underneath is corralled by Bell for Mills. He gives it off to Hester, who brings it up quickly, who turns it over. Hill was all the way back, and now a blocking charge is going to be called on Mills. They're going to call that on Bell. That's another one of those bang-bang plays right there. Take a look.
5 team fouls.
It'll send Zay Hill back to the line.
Big time. Clutch.
One-point game, 3 to play. Mills by 1. They were down 11 in this game at the 27-16 point. Raymond Cooper's on the ball and timeout.
Morrilton has shot 25 free throws now. Mills 9. I think that's one of the reasons Coach Cooper had that look on his face. Morrilton 17 to 25 from the free throw line, 68%. 1-point game.
You look at how Mills has gotten back into this, Wes. It's been just a flurry of energy from the end of the third on to the beginning here of the fourth.
Yeah, the turnovers, and then they created those turnovers into easy layups. Mills, bang, bang, and I love to see their shot chart in the second half because it feels like almost all of Mills' baskets have been right there at the basket. Of course, there was the one big three-pointer, but besides that, I think everything's been in the paint.
You could see that was the game plan coming out of halftime, when they'd struggled offensively in the first half. Try to get to the hoop, and it's paid off, and they've turned up the pressure as well. Look at that, 32 points in the game. Points in the paint, I should say, for Mills.
Dominating the paint in the second half.
Mills Comets 34-1. 28-game win streak, their only loss. With Benton back on November 30th, who Benton will play tonight in the 5A championship, trying to cap a 35, what would be a 35-1 year.
Yeah, after taking 8 threes, 0 for 8 at the half, Mills has only attempted 3 in the second half. So it has been a conscious effort of getting the ball to the basket.
Here we go, under 3 to play. 1-point game in the 4A Boys Championship. Kyle Beckerbaum, Wes Moore with you here in Arkansas PBS Sports.
Oh, a little 2-3 zone. Out of the timeout, changing up the defense.
Rolling, kicks it out. Hester, he just had the big 3, and he's got another one!
That's stepping up when you're needed.
50-46 Comets. Morrilton needs a bucket here. The kick out. Templeton's going to try for 3. Oh boy, he answers.
Quick timeout. Morrilton gets the basket and the timeout. That's the way to answer.
50-49, back to a 1-point game. Look at this. Hester, couple big threes for Mills, and at the other end, Templeton. Huge answer from beyond the arc.
We tipped this game off around 1:45. They should have started at 3:30. It just took them a while to get warmed up.
Oh, once they had, this has been a ton of fun to watch. Two of the better teams all season.
Love that answer from Templeton.
Yes. How big has he been? Average is 19. He has 19 in this game. 5 for 13 from the field, 3 big threes, and he's 6 for 6 at the charity stripe as well.
Templeton with 19. Ty Wright chipped in with 12. They're the only two in double figures for Morrilton. Hill's right there with 8. Next basket, he can get to double figures. Leading the way for Mills and Walls with 17 points. Hester now up to 10 after making a couple second half threes.
There we go, coming up in the 2-minute mark here. And a 1-point Mills lead. A couple teams looking for an emotionally charged championship.
Morrilton back in their zone.
And they've pulled back a bit, Wes, haven't they? Taking their time here. Walls out to Bell. Rolling now. Finds an opening. Pulls up. Not there. The putback is for Marshall Walls.
Did everything right except for get the rebound.
Templeton deep 3. Oh, around and out. That one almost fell, and Roland grabs the rebound.
Coach Cooper called timeout. They had a little bit of a break going.
They did.
I don't think he was ready for a quick shot. He wanted to slow this thing down.
Yeah, they're playing the time game right now, up 3 with 1:22 suddenly to go.
One of the toughest things when you're playing that zone is blocking out, finding someone to block out. You may not be guarding anybody when that shot goes up. Morrilton lets some Comet fly in there and tip it back in.
So how good has Marshall Walls been? 19 points in this game. 9 for 18 from the field.
Yeah, just got his 6th rebound. Done a little bit of everything. And to keep from getting that 5th foul, how big has that been?
At the other end here from Morrilton, so your Keith Zachary in there, your 11th season, looking for your first state championship, first for the program since 1991.
Got to get a stop. Not only get a stop, you got to get the rebound. It's a one-possession game. Somehow you've got to get this stop here. It's shown zone the last 2 times. I wonder if they go back to man-to-man. Yep, looks like they're going to go man-to-man this possession.
Roll it off to Curry. Bell up top. Hester with a couple big threes. Now rolling. Pump fake. Off to Walls. Back to Curry. 10 to shoot. Walls. 5 to shoot. Picks up his dribble. Good bounce pass underneath. The shot not there from Bell. The rebound from Morrilton. There we go. Morrilton down 3. 45 to play. And Keith Zachary's going to take a timeout. Draw something up here with 24 on the shot clock.
Morrilton will have 1 timeout left after this. Mills with 2 timeouts. Coaches using their timeouts to set plays up. Critical moments of the game. I thought Mills did a really good job of working the play clock. Drove down there at the very end. Nice pass. Just it was a tough shot. A lot of contact at the basket. They've been letting them play most of the game. And I'll say Templeton went straight up, you know, and it was that what we talked about earlier in college basketball, principle of verticality. He just went straight up, made it difficult to finish the shot. So mission number 1 accomplished for Morrilton. Now they got to get some points.
And so if you're Morrilton, who do you go to here? Who do you draw up? Templeton's been your guy.
Don't forget about Wright. Wright's been able to get off his shot. That floater's been nice. He's been able to get to the basket, get to the free throw line. I think you got 2 different options right there. But I would say, too, for Mills, the same thing. That shot goes up. Morrilton's made a living on that glass today. You got to block out these guys. It's time after time. I mean, Roden, for his size, he's gotten several offensive rebounds. Roden has 5 offensive rebounds in this game. 12 in all for Morrilton, so you got to play defense, but then you got to get the rebound.
Rebound's pretty even, 33-30 in favor of Mills. So here we go. Morrilton down 3. Devil Dogs, 20 seconds on the shot clock here. Let's see what they've drawn up. Wright spinning around, trying to get to the hoop. Too strong, not there. Fight for the loose ball, and Mills comes away with it. It's Mosiah Curry at the other end, and he's fouled intentionally by Sandage.
Third team foul on Morrilton, so no free throws. Just going to be inside out. Coach Cooper was telling him to stop, to pull it out, pull it out. He was wanting to work some more clock. Mills defense, that was a tough shot for Ty Wright.
A bit of an opening, but it was a tough shot. They didn't need to play for the 3, and they didn't. And so now the foul on Roden will get Roland.
Next foul will result in free throws.
And a timeout, Raymond Cooper for Mills.
He's going to use his next to last timeout. Yeah, you just want to make sure you get the ball inbounds here. Because Morrilton's, they're going to ramp up their defense, try to get the steal on the inbounds pass. If they don't get the steal or have a quick double team, they'll intentionally foul, send Mills to the free throw line. So, too, you want to figure out who's your best free throw shooter, get the ball in his hands. Right now for Mills, they are from the free throw line 6 of 9 for the day, 67%. Roland's taken 4 free throws. He's 3 of 4. Walls is a perfect 1 for 1. Bell 1 for 2. So they know who they want the ball in their hands here late in the game in a key situation. When you know the other team's about to foul, they'll draw something up and get him open, get him the ball.
Yeah, still a lot of time here, almost 21 seconds. Now you go back to that, Wes. I think that was certainly a tough shot for Ty Wright. But I like how they drew it up for him to give him try to create a lane.
Get him some space where he can drive inside, try to make a play.
Well, 20.7 seconds remaining in this 4A Boys Championship. Just tuning in late, Mills was down 11 at one point in this game. The quick inbounds to Roland. They give it off. Precious time coming off the clock before Roden. It's called for the foul.
Yeah, Hester just grabbed his arm once again when he got fouled. He got hit on that forearm again. If he missed it, here's how he hurt that forearm earlier in the game.
He's had those big threes, though, responding since. There's the first. Like good look underneath. Knocks down a huge free throw.
It's big. Makes it a 2-possession game. Had to have 1 of 2.
Yes. Morrilton's got to move quick. 15 to play.
Don't necessarily need a 3.
Down 4. And timeout, Keith Zachary.
Yeah, quick 2 is fine, and then turn around and foul and see if they can make both free throws again.
Took them 5 seconds to get across the timeline.
Well, they were wanting a timeout quicker. The coach was a little upset with the official over there. Felt like they should have gotten that timeout a little quicker, but they fumbled the ball a little bit, so they couldn't really give them a timeout because they didn't have possession.
Yeah, so now down 4. So you don't need a 3.
Hey, that's what I was going to say. If you get the open 3, yeah, you can take it. But really what you want to do is put your head down, go to the basket, and get a quick 2. But as we've seen with this Mills defense, there haven't been many quick and easy 2s for Morrilton. In the second half, they've held Morrilton to 25 points, 13 in the third quarter and 12 here in the fourth quarter.
Mills has clamped down defensively. They've capitalized on turnovers, turning up the energy end of the third, into the fourth. And now up 4. Zahill to inbound for the Devil Dogs. Tipped away, stolen away. Hester has it, gives it off to Bell, and the foul is going to be called. While it was in possession of Hester, who's still holding that arm.
That was a rough foul. There was no question. Coach, there it is. It is an intentional foul. Coach Cooper was wanting it. He got it. That was just a double forearm check to the midsection. A little push. Just disastrous right there. You cannot throw it away on the inbounds play.
To their credit, it's been clutching the free throw line here down the stretch. Makes it a 6-point game with 8 seconds. And the Comets can start to taste this one.
It's crazy how things quickly get out of hand at the end of a game. It looked like this is going to come down to a final possession and a turnover here, turnover there, free throws made, and you look up, it's a 6-point game, now a chance to be a 7 or 8-point game, and someone picks up the paper tomorrow and, Mills won. I figured they'd win by 7, 8 points, yeah. And you have no idea how close this game was just 45 seconds ago.
Nor the Devil Dogs at one point were up 11. Well, this is a senior-laden Mills team, and I think you saw that experience pay dividends, too, in this game. And the frenetic energy. 5 seconds. They are going to let Hill score, and that will do it. The stars align. A state championship for the Mills Comets. (56-51), 5th state championship in program history for Mills, their first since 2021. They had to come back from down 11 to do it. And it took just about everything deep down for Mills to do this one. We'll come back, we'll show you the championship presentation, post-game celebration. The Mills Comets 4A state champs. These are the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships in Arkansas, PBS Sports.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansas families and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Join the ranks of corporate sponsors and business partners at Arkansas PBS. Your support will shine a light on your business with recognition on air and at major community events like Family Day. Plus, our viewers love the businesses that underwrite their favorite programs. Showcase your company while making a meaningful impact on lifelong learning. Partner with Arkansas PBS to build a brighter future for our state.
You had a pretty hard life. He was an excellent example of the tenacity of Arkansas.
The 9 children who were with you in Little Rock.
The most significant female.
They're just a little kid from wherever.
The straw came through my window.
How do you feel it was worth it?
Thursday, March 20th at 7 p.m.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by...
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
Find out what your heirlooms, antiques, and unique collectibles are worth.
Oh, you're not the only artist, sweetheart.
For the filming of Arkansas Treasures, your contribution of
The hunt is on. Where is it?
Where is what? Why are you wearing that fedora?
Arkansas Treasures is back for the 2nd season. I'm not gonna miss it this time.
Well, I think it's back that...
What's in your attic? Find out what your antiques and unique collectibles are worth. Join us for the filming of Arkansas Treasures. Guarantee your spot by calling now or visiting our website. Your treasure may be worth more than you know.
Are you ready for Quiz Bowl 2025? It's the 40th year of the most exciting academic competition in Arkansas, and it is live right here on Arkansas PBS. It's the Arkansas Governor's Academic Competition Quiz Bowl State Championship. Schools from all over the state square off right here in this studio to see who will come out on top. Don't miss a single question. Tune in or stream on the PBS app. Saturday, April 26th, starting at 9 a.m.
The trophy, the Mills Comets 4A boys state champions here at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. The 5th championship in program history for Mills as they cap a 35-1 season. It was impressive. You take a look at some of these stats, the way they came back in this game. It was a battle. It was not pretty early. They were down 11.
Well, they did it on the defensive end, Kyle. You look at the turnovers, 15 turnovers for Morrilton, and they were able to turn those points into 11 turnovers. They turned those turnovers into 11 points, and that was the story to the game. You know, they were down 11 third quarter, and there was that quick flurry. It seemed like there were 4 turnovers that turned into 4 layups, and there was a little a technical foul in there that kind of ended the run, but it got Mills back into the game, and it got the crowd, more importantly, into the game. But you know, with Raymond Cooper and his team, that defense was going to come through at some point, and that's what ended up happening there in the third quarter.
34 points in the point as well. Look at the smile as Raymond Cooper joins us now, and the celebration continues. Raymond Cooper with us now. Coach, this is you know that celebration feels really good for Coach. This one's got to, I see the smile on your face. Yes. This one's got to feel really good. The way you had to battle back and win this.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, they made it tough on us. Those guys played lights out. Offensively and defensively, they were very physical. Coach Zachary's a heck of a coach, and you know, I feel for him because we beat him twice, and his time is coming because this is a great program, and those guys really battled.
Was the message at the half to get the ball to the basket? Because it seemed like you were 0 for 8 in the first half. The second half, everything was right at the rim until a little later you hit a couple threes.
Yeah, we came out settling for jump shots. They were really physical with us, and you know, so we just started settling. And I said, we just can't do that. We have got to keep attacking the basket. That's what we've done all year long. And we had to get more ball movement to do it. And the guys started sharing the ball a little bit, and we were able to get to the basket.
And just defensively, that energy, that flurry from the end of the third into the fourth.
Well, that's what we rely on. I tell them every day, your offense will leave you. It'll desert you. But defense is something you can do every night, every possession, and they stuck to it, and we leaned on our defense tonight because it wasn't pretty offensively.
And your team's been through a lot. Both these teams have, but you and I talked about it this week, and that's got to be really special.
Yeah, this group is, you know, they've really grinded this year. You know, we've had some close calls, but they just keep refusing to lose. And, you know, they drive me crazy because they don't listen sometimes. But in the end, they will battle all the way to the end.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Congrats. Zaylen Rowland, the MVP, as we take a look at the highlights here. And Rowland, boy, he finishes with 10 points in this game. He was spectacular this whole tournament. And Rowland popping on the mic here. You see the finish here.
This is that flurry at the end of the third quarter where Mills made their comeback and went from 11 down to right there in it, 2 points down, and it was all on their defense.
And the MVP, Zaylen Rowland, joins us now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Describe that smile on your face.
Man, I've been waiting on this for 4 years.
Yeah.
It's been a long journey.
A 4-year starter to finally finish like this has got to feel amazing.
Yes, sir. I can't even describe it. Feel great, man.
Take us to the third quarter, into the third quarter, that flurry, the steals, the layups that got you guys back in the game. How did you do that?
Just kept my head down. I know me and my brothers, we've been through a lot together. We do this every day, situations in practice. And when the time came, we produced. We did what we do.
Just for this group in particular, you guys have been together. I mean, I think of you and the rest of your team who've been together for such a long time to finish like this.
Feels great. Me and my teammates, we've been together about 3 years now, and we all used to play when we was even younger. AAU was together and stuff. So, man, this is a great accomplishment for us.
How about Hester? Takes a nasty fall on the dunk, hurts his arm, comes back, hits 2 big threes in the second half.
Hey, and Hester, he's a dog, man. That ain't even phase him. We do this every day.
Y'all gonna give him a little grief about that?
Sorry?
Are y'all gonna get on him a little bit about that missed dunk in the fall?
And yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Zaylin, congratulations. We appreciate it. Congratulations to you.
Good job.
Zaylin Rowland, the MVP. And congratulations to the Mills Comets. I do want to touch on quickly, Wes, before we end the broadcast, and Raymond Cooper was quick to mention it as well. This is a Morrilton team that has been through a lot this season, nearly accomplished their first state championship since 1991, but they're full of juniors, and you know they're set up for one next season.
Yeah, tip of the cap to them for everything that they overcame this season, and then the way they played in the state tournament, knocking off 2 #1 seeds, and then taking this #1 seed and the #1 overall team in the state to the wire. A heck of a game for Morrilton. Official championship apparel and memorabilia for the season are available at ArkansasHighSchoolSports.com. Those Mills fans, you're going to want some championship gear. Visit ArkansasHighSchoolSports.com.
So it should be a great matchups tonight, and the crowd should be incredible tonight. It'll be GCT and Farmington, the 5A girls finals, and Benton and Maumelle to follow in the 5A boys championship.
You know, that's a couple of #1s versus #2s.
That's going to be a lot of fun tonight. We'll see you back here as our coverage continues of the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports. For Wes Moore and our Arkansas PBS Sports crew, I'm Kyle Deckelbaum. So long for now.